As a consultant to different organizations, I hear a lot of perspectives about the practice of working from home. Most employees love it. They appreciate the flexibility it affords them, and they love the ability to work uninterrupted by colleagues, not to mention the lack of commute. While some employers see it as a beneficial policy that boosts employee engagement and saves office space, others see it as detrimental in that it detracts from teamwork and may encourage slacking off. I'm Dr. Patricia Thompson, a corporate psychologist and executive coach. I'm passionate about helping you to apply the science of psychology to become a better leader and achieve your career goals, not to mention having greater happiness in life. Today, I'm a guest speaker on Mr. Smart's YouTube channel, so subscribe to this channel to learn more about smart and intentional living. Now, research presents a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the outcomes associated with remote work. For example, Prithviraj Chaudhary, an associate professor at the Harvard Business School, found in his research that having employees working remotely can increase employee productivity, reduce turnover, and lower organizational costs. In his research, he found a 4.4% increase in productivity when employees were able to work from the location of their choice. Another study out of Stanford Graduate School of Business found a 13% improvement in performance associated with working from home. The lead author, Nicholas Bloom, argued that requiring employees to be in the office is an outdated work tradition set up during the Industrial Revolution. On the other hand, there are some potential drawbacks to working from home. For instance, one survey found that people who work from home tend to be more disengaged and to be more likely to quit. Working from home can also make collaborations less efficient. Despite the technology that exists to enable us to communicate with others via video conferencing, email, and the phone, we don't always use them quite often, and this can create gaps in communication that can slow down the rate of work that requires interdependency. These days, a lot of organizations are conducting real-life experiments as more and more people are being told to work from home. Given the information outlined previously, remote work can be very productive, but it can also pose some challenges. So if you're working from home during this time, here are 5 helpful tips on how to stay focused, on track, and get everything done. The first one is to set a schedule and hold yourself accountable to it. Working from home can be wonderful for flexibility. As long as you're not on calls, you can schedule your time to be productive around your natural rhythms. However, this flexibility can come at a cost, with numerous opportunities for distractions such as social media, family members, and even internal distractions such as a desire to procrastinate. To manage against this, therefore, make sure to set a schedule to determine in advance when you're going to work and what you will be working on at any given time. If you tend to procrastinate, like many of us, then we've also crafted an animation especially for you with love and care, and you can conveniently find its link in this card and description. Second thing that you'll want to do is communicate with colleagues. In my experience, communication can be challenging in organizations, regardless of the working arrangements. When individuals are working remotely, it can become even more difficult. When you're at home, instead of walking down the hall to catch up with your coworkers, you might stay heads down and work and forget to communicate. On the flip side, for your colleagues, it can also become an out-of-sight, out-of-mind situation in which they might not be checking in adequately with you. Therefore, you'll need to be intentional about keeping others abreast of what you're doing. And don't feel that all communication needs to be done via email or Slack. For some tasks, a quick call will be more efficient than continually going back and forth. And in particular, if you have a manager who has concerns that working from home results in less productivity, it will be especially important to keep in touch. Create routines to differentiate work time from personal time. Now, while it can be tempting to want to stay in bed and work in your pajamas, you might find that you have more success if you put some boundaries in place to differentiate work time from personal time. Therefore, when you're ready to work, you'll probably want to engage in some typical routines that you would do before going into the office, like taking a shower and changing your clothes. Also, set up a space in your home dedicated to work, keep it decluttered, and use it. All of these tweaks will let you know psychologically that you're now focusing on work, and it'll increase the odds that you'll stay on task. If you need some quick fixes to declutter your space, then you'll also can find a link to a separate animation in the card and description. Fourth, set ground rules with people at home. Many of us are working from home while others are also in our spaces. Therefore, it's going to be really important to let them know that you're working and that even though you're at home, you need to be productive. If you have video conference calls or times when you absolutely can't be interrupted, it will be important to communicate those times to the people around you. Also, if applicable, make sure to split domestic tasks and let others know that just because you're working at home, that doesn't mean that you're going to have time to attend to everything. Lastly, take breaks. Although working from home can provide more flexibility, if you're not careful, it can make you more prone to burning out. Without any external boundaries between your work and your personal lives, there's a potential to end up working nonstop. Therefore, when you're determining your schedule, make sure to include breaks. You might want to start with 2 mini breaks and 1 longer break during your workday, because you don't want to get burnt out from working nonstop for hours on end. If you want to use this as an opportunity to show your employer that you can be productive while working from home, then do your best to use this time to build your case. Use these strategies and you'll be able to work at your peak. Like and share this video if you found it helpful. And now I have 2 questions for you. First, are you currently working from home? And if yes, what challenges are you facing while working remotely? Let us know in the comment section. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Smart or to visit the website mrsmart.org if you are interested in smart and intentional living. You can also join Mr. Smart on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram through the links in the description. Live long, smart living.
My fellows, you will lead a happier, satisfied, and successful life when you follow the principles and life hacks mentioned in this animation. But we all tend to forget. 1 week or 1 month down the road, we shall forget the principles and rules that today we vow to stick to and follow. However, Mr. Smart has a solution for you in 1 word: repetition. Watch this video time and again. You've watched it today. You may watch it in 1 month from now, and then 3 months from now, and so on. And every time you watch the video, make an active self-analysis to track your trajectory of self-improvement. You can even keep a personal diary to note your observations. Live long, smart living.